Today we flew into Ontario, California and are driving to Palm Springs. It's about an hour's drive from Los Angeles. We're in Palm Springs, California, the desert resort city of Southern California. Palm Springs is about 100 plus miles east of Los Angeles and about 125 miles northeast of San Diego. It's a fabulous place year-round. We're going to show you around town, and then we're going to take you to Lee's place, a friend of ours who's going to tell us how he's living his dream. Right now we're walking around in Palm Springs with all its wonderful restaurants, shops and museums, and buildings with interesting architectural designs. It's a little hot today, and so we love the restaurants with misters, which are cooling us off. And we saw this electric cycle vehicle called Sunny Cycle. It's great fun. We're here visiting our friends Lee and Marianne. We're planning to tell you how Lee spends his time doing what he loves to do. There are lots of outdoor activities such as golfing and swimming, as most homes or complexes have pools. There are also great hiking and biking opportunities. Lee lives in La Quinta, just outside of Palm Springs. He can go hiking right around the corner from his house without having to get in his car. Here he is telling us about one of the trails that he likes to take.
The Fred Wolf Trail. Fred was our first mayor of La Quinta. In 1980, I believe, the city was incorporated. The people of La Quinta are very pleased about that.
Growing up, I used to think that Palm Springs was only available to the rich and famous, but it's really quite affordable for most people. And yes, the well-to-do can still find homes as well. You can find homes as low as in the 300K range and as high as a couple of million. Even the Bob and Dolores Hope estate is available for $25 million. It's really an area for everyone. We followed Lee to one of his most favorite places in the world, the racetrack. Let's check in with him now.
I'm Lee Douglas. I'm from Portland, Oregon and Palm Springs, California. I have a home in both places and I enjoy racing. I'm semi-retired and I dabble a little bit in my own business, which is steel piling. I'm also a consultant for a couple other companies. I've been racing since approximately 1966. Started racing with a feller named Dr. Lucelle. First race was out of Riverside, California. I guess that's really what got me bit by the bug, was watching races at Riverside and then finally entering one with a Le Mans type start. Now the Le Mans starts were done where they shot a gun and you ran across the track and jumped in your car. We qualified 13th out of 55 cars. It was a 6-hour endurance race. So needless to say, I was bit. I was bit by the bug, and I've enjoyed racing ever since. You might say, life is racing. The rest is just waiting. I'm living the dream. Thank you. Impound is for after the race. If there's a problem, the two drivers touch each other. This is a non-contact sport. They want to know what happened from each individual driver and then go shake hands. Let's make sure that everything's okay so they're not using cars as weapons. Oh, the race was wonderful. It's great when you can start in 5th place and gain another spot and come in 4th. Guy's 72 years old, just lucky to be doing this. Enjoy every minute of it. Thank you. You just don't know what's going to happen in a lot of these races. Anything can happen, and it usually does. Yeah. So that's the situation. This really pumps you. There is no better high in the world than racing. And the exhilaration and the adrenaline that flows after you get out of a race car. It is It's really something. Everybody needs to do it at least once. Go rent a car and give it a whirl. Better yet, join the SCCA and come out here and race with us.
Racing is, you do well or measured by how you finish in the race. But I definitely have a good time doing it, and usually when we have a good race driving home, I'm happy and ready to see how we can do better. When I have a bad race driving home, all I can think about is how I want to do better, and I really never consider stopping it.
My name is Jack Willis. I live in Palm Springs, Southern California. Well, I run this race business here that Lee Douglas and I both race these cars at SCCA, and I'm also a metal fabricator, so I'm a machinist by trade and race car driver for fun. Unbelievable adrenaline. There's not another thing going on in your mind. You can have the worst couple of weeks in your life and you get in a race car and your mind is blank. You're free of everything, and you are so focused on what you're doing on the track that you don't think one thing about life problems, life anything. It's just racing. Well, I'm living a dream because I'm healthy and I get to race for fun. I make enough money to go racing, and it's a very expensive sport. And so for me, growing up in a little town in Charlotte, North Carolina, and not having so much as a kid, yeah, I would say I'm living the dream, being able to race cars.
The next race is at Sonoma, California, more commonly known as Infineon/Sears Point, and that will be on July 4th weekend of 2017, and we're looking forward to it. We can't wait. I'm just living the dream. That's it. Okay.